Y'all tripping. Why the fuck am I single? The fuck? Oh my god, it feels so weird to not be filming in my little camita. Let me take these off, acting like I'm blind, bitch. I'm not. Hey, putitas. Hey, putitas. Hey, putitas. Hey, putitas. It's Anthony, aka Anthony. Welcome to my canal, welcome back to my canal. I can't tell if it's focused or not. Is the lighting okay? This is why I'm single, because of my intro. Okay, I know, it looks a little different, a little weird. Only because I'm not filming in my little camita. I'm filming over here near my wannabe vanity. I didn't want to film in my bed today because I'm always filming in that bitch, and I feel like the scenario is just getting boring, right? I know. But hey guys, how are you? I haven't seen you guys in like 2 weeks. Like, what's good? What's poppin'? I'm back. And I'm not better. I still feel the same, but you know, I'm still back. I think I'm a crackhead. I'm always overdosing on caffeine, like sis. So para este video, I'm gonna be doing a little story time. Story time, time A, story 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 time A. Let me stop being a little hoe and sit down. So like I was saying, para este video, I'm gonna be doing a story time. This was honestly the most recommended video idea I've been getting for like so long. Everyone's like, can you do a story time?
When are you gonna do another story time?
Story time? Can you do a story time? They're so funny. Mira pendejo, if you don't do a story time, we're unsubscribing. No, but seriously, you guys have been recommending story times for so long. Y'all think story times just come out of your head? No, honey, you have to have life experience, or they're not gonna make these fake YouTubers and be like,
it happened to me, a kidnapper. Oh.
My stalker. No, bitch. If it doesn't happen to me, I'm not gonna talk about some fake shit. I was thinking about a lot of story times that I could do from the past, because my life when I was younger was like a mess. My life when I was younger was like, bitch, the fuck. But now, now we Gucci. Now we mature. Now we not stupid. Yes, we are, but so my lips were chapped and you guys weren't even gonna tell me. You know how I feel. Why would you do that? You put me in such an uncomfortable situation, like, you know, I'm not happy. You know, my lips are dry. Okay, it's like I still look cute. Let me shut the fuck up. I literally been filming this intro for like 10 minutes for no reason. Like, let me just get into the video. Yo ya sé que ustedes son re chismosos. Yo ya sé. It's because you guys clicked on this video like T, bitch. This story time is about to be lit. And you're right, because I'm an over-exaggerating dramatic ass bitch. Let me just get into the video because I know all you little chismosos are waiting for me to spill the motherfucking tea. So basically the story time's gonna be about when one of my friends, when I was like, well, how old was I when this happened? The fuck? My brain doesn't work like that. Hold on, let me do a That's So Raven. So I was like 10 around, was I 10? Bitch, I don't know, I was young. Around this time, I was in like grade 5 or 6, one of those, I don't remember, but I was in one of those. And if you're like a true puta, you already know, you watch my old YouTube story times where I talked about my childhood. I always mentioned that I hung out with the wrong people, which I did. I used to hang out with like these ratchet ass people who got me in trouble all the time. But did I learn? No, because I'm a stupid ass. My camera keeps dying, like, bitch, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? ¿Quieres pelear? I swear to God. So yeah, like I was saying, I had chosen to hang out with the wrong personas when I was little. And like when I look back at it, I'm like, why was I so stupid? Like I was such a pelotudo. I'm like, why was I such a boludo? Like who the fuck told me to? But yeah, long story short, I used to hang out with the wrong people, including the guy I'm gonna talk about. Like when we were younger, like I hung out with people that like to do bad shit. Like I said, they always got me in trouble because I was the youngest in the group. So like, they like to target me. Just like all the hombres target me right now. That's what they did to me when I was younger. Is my camera crooked like my sexuality? The fuck? It's so cold in my room, like what? Okay, so I'm back again because my camera died. Again. So like I was saying, I hung out with a lot of bad ass people. Not like bad bitches, like bad actual bitches. They were ruthless. They were crazy. Estaban locos. Here we go again, getting a little crusty dusty. Don't you guys just ever like look at yourself in the mirror and be like, why the fuck am I single? The fuck? And then you realize, bitch, we don't need a man to fuck. Okay, so once upon a time, not long ago, I was a 8, and I'm admitting it. I won't take you back, but I did the shit. I was all. Okay, like I said, I was in like 6th, 5th grade, one of those. I do not remember which one. If I remember while I'm editing this video, I'll put it in or something, but like I don't remember. Like my memory does not work like that. Like mi cerebro está partido. Like I don't remember like stuff like that. So yeah, like every single day, me and my friends would always go to this mall that's like down the street from my old area. Like literally the mall is so ghetto. Like everyone would just go there just to like, I don't know, the mall was just like one of those malls. I can't really explain it. It's like one of those malls that are just ghetto and like really small. Like they have those little stores in there, like little dollar stores and stuff, like that kind of stuff, like convenience stores, whatever. It wasn't like a mall where you go shopping like Yorkdale Eden Center or like Square One or something like that, like a big ass mall where they have nice clothes and stuff. It was just like a little ghetto mall. You get the point? Okay. So yeah, all of us from our neighborhood used to go there. Like we used to sneak there. It was like a 5-minute walk from my neighborhood because I was still like really young, and so were my friends. We were all young. They acted like they were 20 something or something, acting like criminals. Shit, Orange is the New Black? Could never. We used to go to the mall all the time just to like hang out. Nothing like really serious. We never did any dumb shit in that mall. My friends would like steal here and there, but like I would never, because bitch, I was not part of that life. One day, me and my friend ended up going to this little bougie ass mall, and we went into the store that we used to have here in Canada. We used to call it Zellers. I don't know if you know what that is. If you're from Canada, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the store used to be called Zellers, and they shut that shit down because that bitch went out of business like so long ago. I don't remember when it went out of business, but it went out of business. If you're in Canada, you understand what I'm talking about. It was like a little wannabe Walmart. Like, you know how they say like, oh, Walmart versus Gucci? That was like Zellers versus Walmart. Like, it was just like Zellers was like the lower version of Walmart. So yeah, me and this guy that I'm talking about, we went there. He was so chill though. Like, I loved hanging out with him, but just this days when I was like, we getting arrested. So basically we went into the store and we were just hanging out. You know when you're going to Walmart, or like for you Americans, Target, you know, you guys know when you guys go like in those kind of stores and you go in like the toy sections and you're just like playing with all these random ass toys, especially when you were like young, like me. I was like 9 years old. We were just going in Zellers and like, you know, playing with all these toys, you know, just chilling. But then my friend came across this one thing that he wanted. I don't know what they're called, but they're like in little containers, and you know when you push them they make like farting sounds, like that kind of stuff. He really wanted that. I don't know why. Like, sis, he almost went to jail for like a little slime. But yeah, he wanted that like really bad. And then at that time he was like influencing me. He was like, oh my god, take that, do that, take that, like let's steal together, blah blah blah. And I was like, no. He took that, the freaking little slime pushy thingy, whatever the hell it's called, and then he's like, oh, just get one. I was like, okay, whatever. So then I grabbed one too because like I'm under the influence, I don't know what to do. So I took one, and at this time it wasn't winter, it was still kind of hot, so I was wearing like a little sweater that I shoved in my pocket like a stupid bitch, and I was still hanging out because it was like a kind of big container in my little size, like XXXS sweater. It was like sticking out of my pocket so like everyone can see it. But during this, when we were like doing this, there was like these weird 2 guys just standing around, like walking around the store, and like we were like, are they bored? Like, why are they doing like a Terry Fox run inside the store? And at that time I never really knew what undercover cops were. Like I was like, okay, like I didn't know anything because I was so young at that time, so I didn't even know what was happening. But yeah, basically those 2 guys that I'm telling you about, they were undercover cops, but we didn't know. Why would they have undercover cops in this bougie ass, ugly ass mall? For what reason? After me and my friends stopped playing with the toys and stuff, we were walking out of the store because we were like, we're done shopping. So we were walking out of the store, you know, just acting like, you know, nothing happened. You know those little alarm things? They did not ring because my friend was kind of smart, to be honest. He like took that shit off, and I was like, god damn, this guy's like prepared. Like, what did you watch? YouTube tutorials on how to steal, sis? So yeah, he ripped up those tags, you know, the ones that like make their alarms ring, and he took them off and we walked out, and I was like, while we were walking, I was like, what if they ring, yo? Like, what am I gonna do? ¿Qué voy a hacer? Me voy a morir. Like, I didn't know what to do. And then we walk out, and then my friend was like so hyped. I was excited because it didn't ring, right? But I didn't even want the slime. I was like, if I don't take it, I'm like a little stupid bitch. So like, I was like, let me just take it because I don't want to look like a stupid bitch. You know those ones? So we walked out, and I was like, heh, it didn't ring, stupid bitches. You guys are not gonna say your slime again. And then my friend was like all hyped and shit. He's like, hey, but this stupid ass idiot took out the thing out of his pocket as soon as we walked out of the store. And I was like, bitch, just because we passed the doors does not mean you're supposed to take it out. But he started playing with it and shit. And those 2 guys that I was telling you guys about came behind us, and I don't know what they said because this was like years ago. They said something that I think they said hey, or they're like stop, or they're like he, and they're like ye, and I'm like you, and I'm like eh. And then we both turned around and we're like,
run.
The fuck you want, bitch? Because obviously we did not know they were undercover cops. They were just wearing all black and they looked like normal ass guys that were just there being weird, like walking around lost, looking for something, you know. And then when they stopped us, we turned around, we're like, what? And they said to come here, and I was like, is we getting kidnapped? They walked towards us because we did not go to them, and then they pulled out these badges like this, and I was like, who's gonna tell them? And literally when they pulled out their badges, my heart dropped from my heart to my fucking culo to my toes to hell and never came back. Like my heart left my soul, bitch. It cut. It's like when I tell you guys, I almost shit myself. I almost shit myself when I saw that badge. I was like, did you guys steal a badge from the store too? Criminals together. And they're like, you guys have to come with us. And my friend was like being bright, and at this time I was not a bad bitch. I was not gonna be like, who the fuck are you talking to? I was like,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
And then my friend was like, why? One of the guys grabbed my friend and the other guy grabbed me like we shot the store up or something. Like, sis, he just stole a slime that was like $2. We're broke. We're like 9 years old. Let us be, bitch. The fuck? Just take the slime and let us clap. They ended up bringing us to this back room of the store, and we're like, private services. So yeah, once we got to the back store, they sat us down in this room where there was like security cameras, right? And there was like security in there. It was like security cameras, and we're like, the fuck we doing in here? And after he's like, do you guys want to know why you guys are in here? And we're like, duh, you guys kidnapping us in the store? And they're like, hold on. And we're like, I don't got time, sis. They ended up pulling up the security camera in the aisle that we put the stuff in our pockets, and I was like, shit, bitch, we on reality TV or something? The fuck? They recording us and shit. This is illegal. I'm underage. Do you have my consent to record me? Okay, like I've been filming this video for the last like 30 minutes, and I just realized that the lighting was not even good. The fuck? Whatever, I don't care. I still look cute no matter what. My phone's always ringing, but I don't have nobody to talk to, so who the hell's texting me? Nobody? Like, don't fool me. Don't make me feel like somebody's texting me. Like, don't make me feel like somebody cares about me. Is anybody texting me? No. So don't vibrate for no reason. Okay? Okay. So back to what I was saying. I kind of lost track. Like I said, my brain doesn't work like that. Where was I? I kind of remember. So basically, after they brought us into that room, I was like, ooh, that's cool. They seen us. I looked to my friend. I was like, you know, like trying to like do like that eye communication thing with him. Like, bitch, you put me in this situation. If you know how I feel, why would you do that? So after that, they showed us the security footage, and they're like, see, we seen you guys, what you guys did. Give us what you took. Why would you guys do that? We don't know what we're gonna do with you guys now. Blah, blah, blah. They literally took this so serious. It was so damn sad for a little slime. The slime was like this big, yo. And it was like just 2 pieces. Like, they could have just let us go. Acting like we just robbed the bank. Literally, why I'm saying this is because literally while they were showing us the footage, they brought us into a room one by one and questioned us about what happened and why we did it, blah, blah, blah. And like, bitch, you're not allowed to. You're not a cop. You cannot investigate me. Where is your warrant? Where is your warrant? So
I just remember them asking for my name, my last name, my mom's name, my dad's name, if I have any siblings, if I live around here, where do I live,
how old I am. And when they found out my age, they're like, they were shooketh. And they're like, what did you think was gonna happen if you got caught? You're so young, you're gonna ruin your life if you keep doing this stuff. After they stopped like questioning my whole life, my ancestry, and my family tree, they brought my friend into the room, and then they told us like a whole life story about how we're so young, stop doing stupid shit, you guys are gonna mess up your lives, blah 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 blah. And like, should we call the cops? What are we gonna do? They said, oh, we're gonna have to call the cops. And I was like, oh my god, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? So they literally sat in that room for like 2 hours straight, and they didn't call our parents. They didn't even call our parents. They didn't do nothing, which is kind of like, I think that's like illegal, to be honest. Like, how are you gonna like keep 9-year-olds in your little office without calling their parents for like hours? And like, my parents were probably worried as shit, and to get a call saying that I got arrested. So yeah, after they did all that check and stuff, they actually called the cops, and the cops actually came to the store, and I was like, oh my god. So when the cops came, they were actually super nice. Nicer than those nasty crusty dusty security or undercover cops. So yeah, when the cops came, they're like, oh, they literally lectured our whole life. They're like, you guys need to stop doing bad stuff. You guys are so young. You guys have such a bright future ahead of you guys. They're like, we could put this on your record, but we're not going to, because we know you guys are smart enough to stop doing dumb shit. And I was like, what are you gonna put on my record, that I stole slime at age 9? The fuck? Like, I just imagine, like, my job in the future, like my career or something, like searching about criminal history, and they're like, stole $2 slime when he was 9 years old. We're not hiring him, he's a criminal. But anyways, they didn't put it on our criminal record, obviously, because I feel like they were just saying all this stuff to scare us. But the only thing that I thought they were joking about was calling the cops, but they literally brought the cops to us, I think just to like teach us a lesson, which taught me a big one. Taught me more than I learned in school for the last 5 years. But yeah, the cops literally just told us they weren't going to put on a record to stop being stupid. They literally lectured our whole life. I don't remember what they said word for word, because I'm telling you, this was like years ago, but I'm just remembering like what I remember in my head. After the cops came to lecture us, they called our parents, and my parents didn't answer. I think it was my brother, my older brother, yeah. My older brother answered the call, and my brother's the one that came to pick me up, because they weren't allowing us to leave by ourselves from the mall. They said, you either have to get picked up by your parents, or we're gonna drop your ass at your doorstep. And I was like, I'm not coming to the neighborhood with cops. My mom better be my shit. I left first because his parents were taking longer, so I left. My brother came to pick me up by himself, and then he was like all disappointed and shit. He's like, what are you doing? Why are you being so stupid? I was like, blah 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 blah. And my brother was like, you need to stop hanging out with these type of people. Mom's so mad, she's gonna beat your ass. And I was like, I know, come on, was a Latina, she doesn't play like that. And while my brother was picking me up, because I told you it was like a 5-minute walk, like a 10-minute walk most, I think, if you walk like a penguin from my house. So we walked home from there, and it was kind of chilly because it was kind of late at this time, because they kept me in the office for so long. While I was walking home, I was like so scared. I wasn't even scared about what just happened, because it was not serious. Like, they didn't care. The cops were like super nice, and they just told us to not do it again. This is just a warning. Thank God that store shut down though, because that store is stupid for getting mad over slime, sis. Like, what? They literally did the most just for 9-year-olds taking slime, trying to threaten to put it on my record. But yeah, while I was walking home, I was so scared because my mom was gonna beat my ass. I already knew it, because like, bitch, I was 9, and like my mom's Latina, and she doesn't play. Like, Latina parents don't play like that. Especially if you get a call saying that your kid is with the cops because he stole slime with his little friend. She didn't even like him, to be honest. She didn't like any of my friends. She hated all my friends because she said they're all bad influences. And I was the youngest one in my group, like I said, so everyone was a little older than me, except the guy that I went with. He was like younger than me, I think. He was like 1 year younger than me, but he's the one that made me do it. Okay. So before my brother came to pick me up, they were telling us how we're gonna be banned from the store for life. So we got banned from that store permanently, and we were like, bitch, you guys ain't shit anyway. So the thing is that my parents used to go to that store every weekend. Every weekend they used to go to that mall and go to that store. My family used to go there all the time. And the thing is that I had to be at least 15 feet away from the store. Like, they were literally that strict. They were so extra. Like, they said you're permanently banned, and you had to be like at least 15 feet or something like that away from the store, because I was a criminal, because I stole their slime. So they banned me permanently. Every time my parents used to go to that mall, I'd have to like sit like across the mall and wait for them until they came out of the store, because that mall was tiny. So like, obviously the store was like closed, so I had to like move 15 feet literally and sit somewhere until they came out. And I was so embarrassed, because every time I go with my friends or their friend's mom, I'd be like, oh, I have to go pee, I'll wait for you guys out here, or I'll just go to the bathroom, or I'll go somewhere and hide. I didn't want to tell them like, oh my god, I mean, my friends stole slime from here, so I'm banned from that store. So instead of telling my friends' parents that I was banned, I'd go wait for them in the food court, I'd go wait for them in the bathroom, I'd go to another store until they're done, and then I'll meet up with them, because I was not allowed in that store. I was banned. Did I mention that my parents did not know that I left the neighborhood? Because like I said, this was like a 5-minute away mall. It was like a 10-minute walk, or like 2-minute bus drive. It was like literally 3 stops from my house. At the time when I used to live in that area, it was like 5 minutes away. My parents thought I was just hanging out with my friends in the area, because we used to all just hang out and like chill, like play games, like, you know, just do dumb shit in the area like little kids do. And then me and my friends snuck out of the area, because we weren't allowed to leave, because we were both still young, so we weren't allowed to leave anywhere. We weren't even allowed to go to the gas station beside our area. It was like literally across the street. We weren't allowed to go anywhere without our parents. But we snuck out and we went to that mall and made bad decisions, which even got me more in trouble for going to the mall, period. And plus getting in trouble, oh, let me tell you. So when I got home, I literally so like in my backyard we had like a fence, and then we had like the back door where you can just go, but it was hard because my mom always sat beside the back door, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I was gonna go to the front door, but my brother's like,
no, you're coming with me to the back door.
So we went to the back door, my mom wasn't there. I was like, oh thank god. But then when we went to the front door, she was there, and bitch, I caught it. I caught it. All I'm gonna say is I caught the beating that I deserved, because my mom did not play. She did not. If it wasn't for my mom, I would be a pussy right now. She gave me thick ass skin and created the bad bitch that I am. This is like a whole another story time, which is kind of stupid. It's kind of the same thing as the one I just told, but a little more like calm, because they weren't that extra. There's this dollar store that was inside the mall that my friend and I went to after this incident happened, like a few months after. But it wasn't with the same guy, it was with another guy. He went in there. I wasn't involved at this time, because I was like, I'm not doing this again. No, I'm done. Like, I'm done. After that beating I caught, I was like, no more. But basically what happened, long story short, he went to the dollar store store. I went with him because I didn't want to stay by myself outside. But he was stealing those, you know, those little BB gun things, like when you shoot it, it makes a sound, those little gun things. So he stole that, and then he tried to make me hold, you know, these little red things that like make the sound of the gun. It was like, or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, that happened, and the manager from that dollar store came up to us. Like, we were about to leave the store, and she came up. It was literally the same scenario that happened, but we didn't walk out yet. We were about to, like, we're walking out of the aisle, and she's like, come here. And I was like,
Oh my god, here we go again, bitch.
and I was like, what's going on now? Because I had a thing in my hand, because we weren't even leaving out, like we were about to, but my friend was putting the little toy gun in his pocket, and I was still holding the thing in my hand, but it was like really tiny, so you couldn't even see it. So we went to like the back room of the dollar store, and then she went like further in, and we were standing at the door. We're like, should we just run out and then like not come back? But we're like, nah, she's gonna like know who we are and shit, because we always went to that mall. So when we went into the room, I got the little thing I was holding. I literally whipped it so far away from me so she wouldn't see that I was actually holding it, but I whipped it so far. I wasn't gonna take it anyways, but like I had to whip it out of my hand so she didn't see it. But he still had the gun in there, so she's like, give me what you have. So I was like, girl, I don't have nothing. She's like, are you sure? And I was like, I'm sure. Do you want to check my shit? And after my friend gave her the little toy gun that he had, so instead of calling the cops, she wrote down a note on a notepad, and she put call the store, and she put the store number. She's like, if your parents don't call this number by tomorrow, I'm gonna be calling the cops. And I was like, bitch, for what? We gave your shit back. I was like, this time I wasn't even involved, so I wasn't even scared this time. I was like, I don't even care, honestly. I didn't do shit. I was not involved. And she's like, yes, you were. And I was like, why? And I was like, because you were with him. And she's like, that's why you don't hang out with bad people, because when you hang out with bad people and they do bad stuff, you're involved too. And I was like, oh shit. She preaching. And then she told us, she's like, you're banned from the store for 2 years. It was like a dollar store, so I was like, bitch, I don't care. I was like, I don't need to ban anything from the dollar store, even though that's the only thing I could afford at that time. But yeah, I got banned from that dollar store. It wasn't even my fault though, but I got banned from that dollar store too with him. And then I got banned from Zellers, so I was like banned from like 2 stores in the same tiny ass mall. So I just never went to that mall for 2 years straight, because like I don't have time for this. But the only time I went was with my parents, because my parents were like, I had to go with them because I wasn't allowed to go out anyways, because I got in so much trouble from all this stuff that happened. So I was only allowed to go out only when I went out with my parents. But when I did, I wasn't even allowed to go in the dollar store. I had to like wait outside, and Zellers I had to wait across the century because I wasn't allowed to be 15 feet near their store permanently, not even just 2 years, permanently. The dollar store was like, okay, they didn't really care. They only gave me 2 years, so I was like, And I went back to that mall the other day just to like buy Chinese food because I was hungry, and I went to the dollar store, and I was like, ew, that same manager still works there, and it's been so many years. Bitches is pressed the minute it's mouth to mouth. You see them stacks? You know what I am about? I just wanted to put that little dollar store story in because I wanted you guys to like understand how messy my childhood was because of the people I hung out with. And I'm not doing these story times to be like, I was such a bad kid and I'm proud. No, I'm doing these story times so the little kids that watch my YouTube channel learn from this and to not do stupid shit. Because I'm telling you, in the future you're gonna look back at it and you're gonna be like, why did I do that? Because let's say you do it and they do fuck you over with a criminal record or something. Cause I was lucky enough to not get anything on my record, so I'm just letting you guys know to not do nothing stupid. I basically got banned from that store and the one downstairs from the mall. So like I wasn't even allowed anywhere in the mall, to be honest. Like I was just like, I was gone. Like, so yeah, that's the end of the story of what happened that time. The only reason I really wanted to tell the story is because it was in the back of my mind today. I was like, what if I just tell this story? It was so funny. I don't know why, because when I was younger I was just so bad for no reason. I was so stupid. I don't know what was wrong with me. But I do have a lot of other story times about my childhood. So if you guys want more childhood story times, comment down below, because I still need to think about it a lot, because I have to like memorize it, because like sis, that shit happened years ago. Like it's not gonna work like that. But I do have story times. They're gonna come soon. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this story time, make sure you like it. Makes me feel good about myself. You know, my self-esteem is already down here, so make sure it goes back up there. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for coming. If you're still here, you already know what's poppin'. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. I love you. Don't be dumb. Make smart decisions. But yeah, bye. I hate how my sideburns keep going so long. Like, bitch, I'm about to get laser surgery. And if you're new to my channel and you just found me on your recommended, if you just found me anywhere, or you're just new to my channel because you came from one of my other pages, make sure you subscribe. Okay, I start college next month. Where was I going with this? But if you want to subscribe. Hey, I'm a bad bitch. If you don't think it's true, you'll get hit with the shoe. You're just mad I'm thick.